Spire Healthcare gave me my life back, truly gave me my life back. My name's Rachel, I'm 64, I live in North Yorkshire. I live with my husband, I have 2 adult children and 2 beautiful grandchildren.
You taekwondo?
I took early retirement about 8 years ago. We are their childcare. That's my life. I look after my grandchildren along with my husband. We're helping raise them, I like to think.
There you go.
The first symptom I had was I literally just got out of my chair and screamed actually, because the pain in my back was horrendous. And it got progressively worse. I started getting terrible pains in my legs and my hips to the point where I couldn't stand long enough to make a meal. I couldn't bake a cake. I couldn't take my grandchildren to the park. I think the worst part for me was not being able to be the grandma I wanted to be. I was very low. So I went to see an osteopath, but we weren't getting anywhere. So she referred me to the GP. Eventually, with the help of an osteopath, I was referred for an MRI scan. The consultant came out and said, "You have real problems with bulging discs." So I was finally referred to Spire, and that's when things started to happen quickly. I was actually seen within 4 weeks. So I went to see the surgeon, and then we started saying, right, these are your options, and surgery is your option. He couldn't have been better. And he really, very quietly, gave me confidence. The staff at Spire were absolutely brilliant, to be fair. The nurse that I checked in with, she knew I was scared, she knew I was nervous, and she took time with me.
When patients come in to hospital, they can often feel quite anxious and nervous. As a nurse, it's your role to help them feel more comfortable and reassured. It's about giving them that time, showing them a bit of care and compassion.
My blood pressure was through the roof. And she just sat with me, talking nonsense really, for about half an hour. It's the time that's spent with you. You feel valued, you feel like you're not a number, you feel you matter. Went down for surgery, lovely care down there. You go to sleep very quickly, don't you? So the next thing I knew, I was in recovery. The surgeon said it's gone really well. I'd probably been out of surgery about 6 hours. And so I sort of gingerly stepped out of bed and stood up. And I stood up. I was stood upright for the first time in a year. I went, oh my God, I'm stood up. And then I sort of shuffled to the bathroom and went, the pain's gone, it's gone. And it was literally that quick. Honestly, it felt like a miracle. For me, the most emotional thing was being able to go and collect the children from school. That was just joyous. And I've been able to bake a cake.
Shall we get our aprons?
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go.
Since my mum's operation, I just genuinely can't tell you how amazing the transformation has been, and really instantly.
Why do you take it in turns? Pick up.
When she walked through the door and I saw her stood up for the first time in 2 years and not hunched, it was just like, wow.
Stroke this off, look.
Spire and the treatment I got there, that care gave me confidence. What matters to me most has been brought home in stark relief. It's your health. You're nothing without it.